Hey guys, welcome back to Be Divine Minded. It is your girl, Goddess Fumi, or you can call me Jennifer. I'm going to talk about soul ties. Just that invisible, unspoken, unseen, but felt energetic bond between you and another energetic field. That connection that is really hard to explain. You know, you can be away from this person for years or months and you still feel that connection. It's not just about past lovers. You can have a soul tie to family members, to, friends or ex-friends. You can have energetic ties or cords to any other energetic source. If you're interested in talking about soul ties, learning what it is, and also learning how to release soul ties, please continue watching this video. If you're new to this channel, I want to give you a beautiful welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And if you've been rocking with me, hey, I appreciate y'all so much. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I truly appreciate all of you guys that watch my videos, that like, that share. I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy speaking about the things that I learn and, giving my wisdom, things that I've been through and things that I've seen and all that good stuff. So yeah, continue watching this video because we're about to talk about soul ties. So the big question is, what is a soul tie? What is an energetic bond? An energetic cord? What is it? Well, it's a connection that you have with another soul. Sometimes you can have these connections and you really can't explain it. It might not be the right circumstances, or it might just be a situation where it's someone that you've been with in your past. Now, a lot of people don't understand that sex is the biggest ways to have a soul tie with anyone. That people don't even get how deep sex is. Like, sex is definitely not just a physical connection. Sex is emotional, a physical, a mental, and it binds you spiritually as well. So people don't even understand the amount of energy that you're giving off and that you're exchanging when you are having a sexual experience with another being. Like, that shit is deep. And so we really need to understand that whenever we have sex with someone, we're having sex with them and we're, connecting to this person's soul, this person's emotions, this person's spirit. And they're also connected to other spirits as well. You know what I mean? So now not only are you just connected to that person, but you're connected to everybody else that person is connected with. Now, you can also have a soul tie or energetic bond with someone that's not on a romantic level, like best friends or ex-friends or some siblings. I've even seen, like, if you've seen the movie Strapped, remember, was it not Strapped, it was Jason's Lyric. Remember when the one brother, he just always had that feeling where he had to protect his brother, so he would find himself just being energetically drained because he was connected to the fuck ups of what his brother was doing. His brother was in the streets, his brother just couldn't get right. And at the end, his brother ended up shooting his girlfriend, not the bad brother, or the one who was destructive, ended up shooting the good brother's girlfriend and then killing himself. And this was like, I feel like sometimes, even if it is your family, you have to understand that unhealthy energetic bonds is not where it's at. Like, it drains you. And this is how I always go by it. If this is a healthy or unhealthy energetic bond or soul tie, and how it makes me feel. Like, even with exes, if you have someone that you genuinely love, but like I had an ex where whenever I would get around this person, I would get like straight up anxiety. Like, I just would feel like I had to get up out of there. Like, I'm an empath anyway, so I feel everything. But like, whenever, and we were broken up, but whenever, and I knew I cared about this person, but I just knew that it was just a feeling of unease whenever I would be around this person. But at the end of the day, I still cared about this person. And it's kind of like, that was just that soul tie, that energetic bond that was created during the time that me and this person was involved. You can have people that you may have broken off with, and you know, y'all may have not broken it off on the right terms, or maybe y'all still loved each other, but things just didn't go the way you wanted it to go. And so you have those connections. You can't stop thinking about them. You dream about them. You wishing you were with them. Even if that person has straight up told you, I don't want to be with you no more, you still have this urge to love and want to be with this person. And every time they call, you feel weak. That is because you are connected. You have an energetic cord with that person. You know, at the end of this video, if you guys stay tuned, I am going to talk about a small ritual, something that you can do to remove these energetic bonds, okay? To, you know, cut the cords, to remove the cords, to pull out the cord, not just cut it. You want to just get rid of it and, you know, just move on. So we're going to talk about that at the end of this video. A lot of women are, you know, involved in situations where they have these heartbreaks because, you know, women, when we kiss and when we're in love and we hug and we have sex, our body releases hormones. And one of those hormones is called oxytocin. Oxytocin is also known as the love hormone. You know, this hormone is also produced when, you know, a woman is pregnant or when she's lactating, when she's breastfeeding. So it's just that kind of that hormone that creates that bond. And this is why women, when we have sex with men who don't want to be with us or who aren't in love with us or who aren't reciprocating those feelings, it drains us, because not only are we producing these hormones, but we don't have anything to do with it. Like, no one is feeding us, no one is giving us that, you know, balance and that yearning that we have. So this is why it's important to save yourself. For one, I feel like if I can turn back the hands of time, honey, I would not have given none of y'all losers none of this good, beautiful loving. You know, I just feel like I would have really just waited until, you know, I was wiser and smarter and, you know, knew exactly what I wanted. Now, I don't think that a woman should live without experiences, because if you don't know what's bad, you won't know what's good, you know. So I do believe in having experiences, but I wish I would have waited until I was smart enough to make wiser decisions. This is why it was so important for me to study and learn about energetic cords and spiritual cords and sexual soul ties, because I needed to be renewed. I want to evolve. I want to ascend. So I have to release these, you know, spiritual and these energetic connections that I have with people that no longer serve me. They no longer serve my life. So I don't want to be sitting around thinking about them. I don't want anything from that situation to interfere with anything in my presence. So in order to be renewed, I have to cut these cords and cut these connections. And like I said, that even goes with family. I don't have, you know, I am connected to all, but I'm not attached to anybody. If there's anybody, I don't care, brother, sister, mother, whoever, like even with the situation with my mom, you know, growing up, it always really highly affected me when my mom would do things destructively to herself. Like, say if she would have a drink or something, like, I don't know why, but I felt it, like it was just like a negative emotion or feeling, like my anxiety, everything would just go sky high. Like I just couldn't control it. That was an energetic bond. You can have these energetic, unhealthy bonds with people and also have good energetic bonds with the same person. So you want to learn how to cut the negative energetic bonds so that you can keep the positive ones. So you know, like me and my mom, I love my mom. That's my mother, you know, so I had to learn how to release, like basically just let it go and let her, because you can't want no one to change if they don't want to change themselves. That will drain you, trying to force change on someone else. So I had to learn to let it go. And the crazy thing is, once I released those unhealthy energetic bonds that I had with my mom, that's when she got better. She started doing better for herself. And now it's like we have a positive energetic bond. Like when she's not around me, I miss and need my mom. And I love that feeling. If you had stayed to the end of this video, you know, just my little brief talk about soul ties, I want to give you guys a brief ritual, something that you can do to release soul ties. And I really honestly love journaling. I love just taking a piece of paper, and what I would do is, first I would, you know, sit down in a comfortable place or stand up in a comfortable place, and you would just close your eyes, get in tune with your breaths. And you want to just visualize what it is that you feel you have this soul tie or this spiritual or sexual or energetic bond with, Because remember, spirit is the soul, and spirit, soul, energy, it's that life force that flows within. So you want to understand that we are all really connected. So in reality, you really can't break bonds with anyone, because we're all going to be energetically, spiritually, soulfully connected. But you can release and change the vibration of an unhealthy soul tie. So what you want to do is, when you're visualizing that situation or that person that you want to release, you visualize yourself being connected to that person or that situation with either some chains or some cords or whatever. You can even just visualize a light that's connecting you to and from that person. Is it connecting with your head? Some people have control over your heads. A lot of people are, they're being mentally controlled by their pastors and, other leaders that just really got them thinking that they're going to go to hell, or something's going to happen to them if they don't do this, or if they don't put the money in the pot. So those are all energetic bonds. Wherever it is, it can be in your head, it can be in your heart. You can be connected to somebody in your heart. You'll see that light array or that chain connecting you and that person, or you can see like little strings or whatever it is. And what I would do is just visualize it. And I would just honestly just visualize these things, just actually the connection disconnecting and just floating away. And they're still there. You don't want to just, because you want to keep these experiences. These energetic bonds are created so that you can learn something. It's all for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So if you have a spiritual, energetic connection with someone, even a sexual connection with someone, all of that is to teach you something. So you want to keep that experience there. But when you're visualizing the disconnect, you want to visualize the disconnect, because you don't want anything holding you like puppet master. So you want to disconnect so that now you are a one and whole being, an energetic field on your own, and you can basically start anew. You can also do a spiritual bath or a spiritual shower, and that is where you would visualize yourself with, like, say, some bags, and this person name is in the bag, that person name is in the bag, this situation name is in the bag. You're stepping in the shower, and then as that water is just hitting on you, it's just going to be released down the drain. And you have to believe this. You have to know, and you have to say thank you. Thank you to the Almighty, to the All, to God, whatever it is that you feel is the master over your life. Give thanks, give appreciation for the lessons that you learned with those people and with those things, and just really feel what was the lesson of that. And if you have anybody that you have to forgive, somebody has done you wrong, like a lot of women, they're victims of rape, and it might be somebody in their family, and you really, really hate this person, and you feel that anger. I honestly am a big advocate, and whatever it is that's going to make you feel better. If you got to scream and curse them out to release it, if you got to write a letter to that person, if you have to just really just sit at home and say, you know what, I forgive you, because you have to look at that person like they just did not know any better, and you have to forgive them, because it's going to only benefit you. Forgiveness is not even about the other person. Forgiveness is really about you. Let it go. And I did do another video on letting it go, where Oprah and TD Jakes was talking about how to let go and why it's important to let go. A lot of times we think it's really that hard, but if you visualize it and you really want to let go, and this is even for a soul tie, any energetic cord, you have to want it. You have to say, you know what, I'm done with this. I don't want this connection. You do not have power over me anymore. I am done. And let it go. And you have to believe it. You can also do other rituals where you write things on a piece of paper, and then you put it out in the fire. And as that fire, that strong fire element is burning, that intention from that paper, you have to believe it again. Because I'm just big on the law of mentalism. Like, that is my thing. A lot of this other stuff that I use, crystal, sage, all that stuff, I honestly believe, yes, it's a part of the earth. Yes, it is. But I look at it as a tool. Most of it, I feel like, is more like a placebo for my mind to really believe it. And this is why it's so hard for me, because I read the Kabbalion and I was like, dang, the law of mentalism really just did it for me. Like, everything else is like, okay, I really always need to just go back to the law of mentalism. The all is mind, and we are a part of the great all. So I'm sorry, I know I've been babbling, but yeah, I did do a video on how to do a spiritual bath if you want to learn that one. And yeah, please continue to support my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Find me on Instagram at Be Divine Minded. I love you all, and I'm sorry I didn't do a self-care Sunday video, but I did a double at work. Y'all know I gotta get that money. So yeah, peace and love, and always be divine minded.